Love the headlines on this. Meghan fights back, Meghan hits back, Duchess diva, diva difficult. I love the headlines on this, Meghan fights back, Duchess difficult, diva Duchess, impossible, sort of Duchess in stiletto killer heels, all of that sort of stuff. It's great publicity if that's the sort of publicity you want. But clearly Meghan Markle has decided that enough is enough, and now she's decided to hit back out. And as I told you about the Hollywood Reporter, they're just simply standing by this because they have cast iron affidavits from people who have worked there. Now, having worked in this business a long time, it's very easy to create enemies, particularly in the recording industry where you have to let celebrities, singers go. They suddenly fight back against the label and suddenly try and besmirch you to others of, oh, he treated me terribly, all that sort of stuff. So you have to see both sides. But basically, Meghan Markle has a record, over here in the United Kingdom. It cannot go without saying that there it is in black and white from one of the esteemed people of the communications officers of the royal enclosure that basically Meghan was bullying people. It's in black and white. That's what he's saying. And then, there was the terrible sort of shenanigans that put our late monarch through, Queen Elizabeth, where she had to hold a private sort of investigation. Who needed that at that age? You know what I mean? Who really needed all of that? But of course, it's always about Meghan. Now, her and her team have decided to fight back with this magazine, US Weekly. Now, we don't really know this magazine over here, but what's fascinating is that Meghan and her team have decided to go mega tabloid. You see, if you recall when Meghan and Harry departed, they were, not dealing with anything British. Oh, certainly not. No, they wouldn't scurry their hands with that, So let's go over to the tabloids. Now, it's interesting because this particular journalist also used to be a high cheese in the Sun over here, the sort of tabloid newspaper in the United Kingdom, and also was a very big cheese in the National Enquirer. You could not get more tabloid than that. That's how far the stock has fallen. We need to put that into context. It's as simple as that. Meghan Markle is now dealing with tabloids again. She has to. Micro celebrities, that's what you need to do. But what's fascinating about this in particular, in my opinion, is the fact that when you look at it, it's clearly just a series of press releases that this particular journalist, as ever, we have to say allegedly, has agreed to. He's even popped in an editor's note. And there's all of these staff that are saying how wonderful it is. And, the fact that Meghan just is very, courteous and wants to make sure everybody's happy, even buying people dog leads and stuff like that. Yeah, nice, lovely, wonderful. However, she's never afforded such kindness to her own father, has she? Or indeed her own family, who she ostracised from their royal wedding, their chance. And when you think about it, the deplorable way that she treated senior members of the British monarchy in their final years, well, not so kind to them either. It's nice that she could be kind to complete strangers, and then suddenly they pop up saying wonderful things. How true is it? Well, most of these allegedly still work for them for now. And one would suggest if you want to keep a job, you do exactly what the boss says in stiletto heels. But what's fascinating about this is you can tell that this completely set up because it's all about Meghan. There's hardly a mention of Harry, which in turn, even though, she would not take advice upon this, and I was told this from an excellent source, makes her look, well, exactly what the original thing was saying. Because it's all about how wonderful Meghan is. Barely a mention of Prince Harry. So is he not bad at all? Does he not have any of these problems with the staff? Or is it only you? Once again, Meghan sticks her own stiletto heel into the major problem by not taking the advice of people that she's paying thousands of pounds to, simply because, as ever, Meghan knows best. And once again, the wheels are coming off the bandwagon that was the Sussex brand. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.